Hey everyone, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not actually decorating a cake, but I am going to answer and address a question that I'm asked constantly. And that is, for a new cake decorator, what are the top tools that I would recommend starting out with? Narrowed it down to my top 5 favorite, and this is separate from your cake tins. Quick note, if you're going to start out and you want to buy cake tins, buying cake tins that are 3 inches tall are great. And the sizes I would recommend are 3 sizes, either an 8, a 6, or a 4, or you could go working in odd numbers and work with a 9, a 7, and a 5. Having these cake tins means that you can create 3-tier, 2-tier, 1-tier. Having these 3 sizes means that you can feed anywhere from 10 people to 90 people, so it's a really great way to start. But onto the fun stuff. First thing you will need are spatulas. Now, I'll have a list down below for an Amazon link to just about everything that I describe in this tutorial. Quick disclaimer, if you do buy from the links below, I will receive a small portion that'll go back towards funding this channel and give you guys more free content. I have 3 different sizes of offset spatulas. You can buy them in sets. I did manage to find a listing for 3 of them, which is fantastic. Otherwise, buying just one, this one here will be really great for the small cakes and large cakes. And it's about 8 or so inches. The reason you have 3 is for your much smaller cakes. Working with a 4-inch cake is incredibly difficult if you're trying to use this big gun here and your cake's just gonna go everywhere. Using a smaller spatula means you can add less weight, a lot more precision, and you won't send your cake flying places. This one's great for any size, and this one, I just don't know why. When I use spatulas with a much longer working space, I get those really nice sharp edges. So this is fantastic for your much larger cakes and just in general any cake to get those nice sharp edges. Offset makes it a lot easier for you to work with. It means that your thumb is away from the cake, so as you're working it's not going to touch. Offset, best option. Tool number 2 that I cannot go without and I would highly recommend is a scraper. So this is an acrylic scraper that I've got. I sell these on my website rosiesdessertspot.com, and I also have a metal one. Another question I'm asked, metal versus plastic. When it comes to buttercream, either one will do the trick. This can still do ganache. This guy, because you can heat it, can do it better. Obviously, you need a turntable. There are many turntables out there. If you're not very serious and you're just starting out and you don't want to invest in a metal one, you can buy the plastic ones. But I would recommend going for a heavy-bottomed metal one, specifically because it's nice and straight, it won't bend like the plastic ones do, and that's really frustrating because if that bends then your cake's never really going to be level. This guy is like, I'll be here tomorrow morning and she'll still be spinning. I love that about her. Metal turntables are just a lot more reliable, and personally I think they're the way to go. Item number 4 that I can't go without, and it's highly underestimated, is the Nonslip mat. I work with cake boards that have a polished paper finish underneath, and on plastic or on metal, it goes everywhere, it just slides across. So this baby does save the day many a times. Items number 5 are piping tips. We have the 104 piping tip and the number 8 piping tip. Why are these? Pearl borders are probably every beginner's go-to when it comes to hiding the seam at the very bottom of your cake. You always want to when you're beginning because it just hides all the mess, right? 104 tip is so versatile. With this little baby, you can decorate cupcakes, you can make 4 different kinds of flowers, even more if you're a little bit more creative. You can create borders around cakes with like the ribbon, you can do ruffles, you can do dresses on dolls, you can do anything. This baby is a great one to have on hand, especially when you're starting out. I actually have a top 6 that I would recommend instead of a top 5, and number 6 is a standing mixer. Now, if you're not really in the market to be professional and you just want to keep using your handheld wizard, go for it. However, it's not going to create quite as nice as a finish as a standing mixer. Something about having a paddle attachment instead of those whisk-shaped kind of attachments like these make all the difference. If you don't have one of these with the rubber on the side, this is more or less what you're going to go for instead, and she's really good for buttercream, for cakes, for cookies, for everything. And best thing about it is that you can step away and it'll just continue to do its thing, and it creates just more consistent results, I find. Great thing also is that it comes with a bowl, so you're not kind of scourging your kitchen for a big enough bowl for what you're trying to do. I have the Kenwood Chef XL Titanium. It is a 6.7 litre capacity bowl, and I love it. Not being paid to say this at all. This is my own true personal opinion. And that concludes this video for my top 6 items that I think would be most beneficial to a starting cake decorator. Not including the cake tins, you kind of need those to even do cake decorating. So definitely get on those before you get anything else. I'll have these all linked below with the Amazon link so you guys can go ahead and purchase them if you like. And that is all. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll catch you again for a cake decorating tutorial. Ciao for now.